Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to User One Productions. My name is David. In today's quick Unity tutorial, we're going to be looking at weapon attachments. This is going to be an addition to our full weapon system, so if you guys have not already seen that tutorial, I highly advise you guys watch that first. With that being said, if everyone right now could drop me a like and subscribe if you're new, it would help me out a ton and I'd really appreciate it. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss an upload by me. And as always, my friends, scripts, models, sound effects, all that good stuff is going to be found in the description for a free download on a Google Drive. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go into Unity, show you the finished product, and then go over the quick tutorial. And here we are in our Unity test scene that we have been slowly developing. And you might start to notice that there are some new things around that you guys have not seen before. That is perfectly fine because I am constantly working on this project in this video series for you guys. But right over here, you'll notice these 4 boxes. I just use these as placeholders for the attachments right now. Obviously, you could have the attachments and then that could be what you pick up. But for tutorial's sake, I just have these boxes I pick up instead. So we all know the Glock. The Glock, very weak, shoots very slow, and then has a very short magazine with a very slow reload time, okay? Let me pick up this ammo real quick. But if I come over here and I start picking up attachments, we might notice that the gun appearance just changed. You might be wondering what else changed. Well, let's see. Now our firepower is almost double what it was originally. Alright? Everything else is still pretty slow though, reloading and the fire capacity. So if we pick this up, you might notice now we have 20 bullets that we could shoot. And then right here we get this little thing on the back of the gun which actually turns it automatic. Reload speed kind of still slow though. Let's pick this up, see what it does. Adds a little compensator to the front of the barrel, and then our reload speed is greatly increased. Alright, that's what we're going to be working on today. It doesn't only have to be for the Glock, you can do this for any single gun. Those are going to be the 4 main variables I actually play around with though, which is going to be a extended mag, firepower upgrade, fast reload, and a fire rate. Now the reason I said you should watch the full gun system first is because we keep referencing stuff in the weapon attachment script to the gun system. So when we pick up, say, extended magazine, it actually goes ahead in the gun system and changes the ammo there. So each of these scripts depend off each other. Alright, let's actually get into the tutorial real quick. Let me turn this Glock on so you guys can see what I've done. So here's our Glock, and I have all these attachments in here, and I've named them accordingly to what they're going to do for the upgrades. So we have firepower upgrade, reload upgrade, fire rate upgrade, and extended mag upgrade. For the extended mag, I literally just took the normal magazine and just stretched out a little bit. Fire rate is this little box that goes on the back of your gun that helps it shoot faster. We have a reload upgrade. Don't ask why it's a compensator. I thought it just looked cool. And then we have a firepower upgrade, which is going to be this new slide right here, okay? So what you want to do for your upgrades, you want to place them in the areas of the weapon that they're going to be going, because as soon as you pick them up, they're going to be toggled on, and then that script is going to be looking for, say, the compensator. If the compensator is active in the hierarchy, okay, that's how it's going to work. It's going to be checking if these are active in our hierarchy, and that's when they're going to be able to be used. So once you have them all in place, just go ahead and uncheck them so you have the normal gun right here. And then click and drag that weapon script into the gun. We're actually going to open it up just to see what's going on inside. So we have a lot of stuff to play around with at the top here. Pretty much it's going to be just our attachments and then their original variant. We call back to the weapon so that way we can access the gun system script. We have 3 floats and 1 int. This is what we're going to be able to change our mag size to, firepower multiplier, you know, all that good stuff, whatever the upgrades are going to do to our weapon. And then we have all these bools which pretty much just check if our attachments are on or off. This is actually a pretty long script for what it actually is. We only need to focus on the stuff at the bottom here because this is what changes all of our values. The update function literally just checks if, say right here, extended mag object active in hierarchy. So pretty much if we pick up an extended mag attachment, it runs through this line of code right here, which brings us down here to add ammo. Which all it does is in that public weapon is it grabs the component of gun system, which is this long script that we went over last time, and then whichever component it needs. So for an extended mag, it needs to change the magazine size and ammo needed. So magazine size now equals the extended mag size that it's going to be, which we can actually put into the script here. So at the top here, it says extended mag size 25. So that means this number would change to 25 instead of magazine size in gun system, which would be 10. So we get 15 extra bullets. And obviously in the editor itself you can change these values. And that's pretty much how it works for adding damage, adding fire rate, and a fast reload system. All it does is just change our original numbers, which are right here, to our new numbers right here that we can put into the editor and change as we need, okay? Setting up the script is even easier because everything is named accordingly. First of all, the weapon, which is going to be the Glock. Then we have an original and extended mag object. Obviously, you want the original short magazine to be original and then extended to be the long one. Original firepower object and the new firepower object are going to be the slides to the gun, at least in my case. So we have original slide, and then we have the new slide, as you guys can see right there. Fast reload object, like I said earlier, that's going to be that compensator that I add to the front of the gun. And then we have our 4 numbers that we can actually change. So extended mag size, you can put this to whatever you want. You could put this to 999 if you truly wanted to. These bools you don't have to play around with. You can actually put those to private in the script if you don't want to see them in the editor. I'm just going to change them all to 9s real quick just to see how that goes. And this is what we come up with. Wow. Wow. Yep. And that's the power of scripting. Okay, now that we have these attachments that are on the gun and working, we need to be able to pick them up somehow. What I've gone ahead and done is made 4 cubes, and what you need to do is make sure that its box collider has a trigger, okay? The trigger is on. I cannot stress this enough. You guys can add the pickup item script straight to it. I'm going to go over it real quick. As always, it's linked in the description, and this is a very short script. Pretty much, we have a public game object, pickup object, and activating object, okay? So pickup object is going to be the object itself, in my case the cube, and activating object would be whichever attachment, the slide, the magazine, etc. We have a public game object to pick up text. This is the little text that displays on the screen saying pick item up. We have a public bool for when we're in reach of it, so we're using that reach tool again, which if you guys are not familiar with the reach tool, I highly advise you guys go watch the first Doors tutorial. This is pretty much an item that we have in front of our camera for how long we want our player to be able to reach out and pick stuff up. Moving right along, we have a void on trigger enter. So pretty much if our reach tool becomes in contact with whatever object this script is attached to, in reach becomes true. And then we have a little text pop up saying pick up object. And then on trigger exit, it does the complete opposite. In reach becomes false and that text becomes false. Now in our update, if we are in reach, so we are still looking at it with the on trigger enter. If we're looking at it and we press down our interact button, which in my case is E, the pickup object becomes false. That cube more or less turns off. The activating object becomes true, which would be my attachment on the gun. And then we make sure that pickup text actually becomes false because we don't want that text to be there anymore. This is a pretty easy script and it can actually be used in numerous different ways for like picking up different objects. We will be coming back to this script another day for health items, picking up guns, and other stuff like that. So as I said earlier, we have our cubes, and then we want pickup object to be the physical object, which is the cube. Activating object, in this case, it's the firepower upgrade, which is my slide. And then pickup text is the right here. Inside my first person controller, inside my HUD, inside text, I have pickup text. And all it says is pickup, and then inside of it, I have a child that just has the letter of the key that I need to press. And that gets clicked and dragged into this little script right here, pickup text. And with that, I think we are all set to be able to test it out, and everything is working perfectly. We can walk up to the objects, the text disappears if we look away, we can pick each one up, and then our script works accordingly. We have attachments on our gun, and it upgrades whatever we needed to. Reload speed, fire speed, whatever. That's going to be about it for this tutorial, my friends. Sorry if it was too short or too long for you guys, but I really wanted to put this out there on the internet. I had a couple questions coming in from DMs about weapon attachments, and I was just up one night, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me give that weapon upgrade a try, because I've never actually done that before, and it actually came out way better than I thought. And if you guys have actually stayed this far into the video, I'm going to ask you guys to drop me a like, and if you drop me a like, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what we're working at next. I'll give you a couple seconds to drop that like, and if you're new, you have to subscribe or else it won't register. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and suppose that you've already liked and subscribed. I have a lot of tutorial series coming to you guys soon. we have an enemy system and a full main menu system, which I'm going to go ahead and show off right now. So right here we have a very basic main menu, but every button works. If we were to build this game, the exit game would work. We have load game, which would load our save files, options, which actually work, so we can actually change our resolution, our graphics, volume, and if we want it full screen, and then we can even start the game, okay? Also, I've been working on an enemy system. That guy over there is no longer moving because I turned it off for this tutorial. But as you can see, our GUI on the screen actually goes down as we take damage. And when we actually get to 0, we die. Alright, my friends, that's going to be your sneak peek for the next coming tutorials. I hope you all have enjoyed today's tutorial. As I said before, my friends, everything can be found in the description down below for a free download on a Google Drive. And also, I have a Discord link in the description, so if you want to join my community of game developers, get in there. We have a good time, and everyone in there is very active. With all that being said, my friends, this is User One Productions signing off for now. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.